Hey guys, this is Joe out of St. Benard Acres, out here at the side of our 12 by 16 off-grid cabin build. Finally going to be working on this thing and getting it together over the next month or two. A disclaimer I want to put in here. This is the first video of many to follow, I hope. Number one, I'm not a professional builder. I do not do this for a living. So, what I know, I learned 40 years ago working with my brother-in-law and just doing things at the house. I'm not in the trade. I understand how it all works. Now, I'm fortunate on this because this is a dry cabin. It's considered a dry cabin and seasonal. So it's a $10 permit from the county. No codes, no inspections, no requirements. It's however I put it together. So, because it is just seasonal. This will not be like what I was going to build as our permanent residence, which then falls under a whole different set of rules and regulations. So this I have no problem with building. This is going to be 12 by 16. It's going to have a small loft in it, a little tiny kitchen area, a sitting area with a little wood stove, and that's all it's going to be. It's going to have a 6-foot covered porch on it, and that's going to be it. I mean, that's all it's for, is for us to come out here on the weekends and enjoy this place. And we're not going to be able to move out here permanently for a few years, so we may as well enjoy this. This will give us that opportunity to enjoy it. It'll be fun to build, and it'll be a good experience. And again, this whole series about building this is not a how-to series. This is strictly how I'm doing it. This will work for me. Hey everybody, this is Joe out of St. Benard Acres again. This is Tuesday, the 30th. I'm on vacation this week. And what turned out to be a beautiful day. Even though the weather predicted rain and thunderstorms, they might have them later tonight, but right now it's perfect out here. And you remember, in yesterday's video, I made a joke about the fact Gail had changed her mind where she wanted the cabin to be. Now she wanted it where I originally wanted to put it. I just had to wait long enough for her to come around and see things my way, I guess. And because yesterday she agreed that it should go up here, we didn't waste any time getting started on it. This was Gary, the guy who helped build the rabbit barn. He came out this morning, and we got this much done. Bringing all the blocks back up from the barn, getting them the position where I wanted everything, getting those 6x6s. What a job that was to get those off of that. Only 3 of them, but holy cow, that was some work. And wound up breaking half the bolts. I mean, they just broke off. So then I had to use reciprocating saw to cut the bolts. And but we finally got them and got the beams up here and got it pretty much laid out where we're going to want it. Now tomorrow we're going to come out here again and cut all the 4x4s to go in these pier blocks so I can level all those beams for the foundation. The beams are pretty level, we just have to get them everything tied in, and I'll show you what I was talking about by scabbing 2x4s on the sides of the 4x4 to make it sixes, 6x6s, or close to it, so we can attach those 6x6 beams to the uh, pier blocks there. So if something does move, the whole block, everything will have to move. It'll all be tied in together. And, you know, we've questioned back and forth about, you know, using these. And I've got the 4-inch, basically 16 by 16 block underneath the pier block. Just two 4-inch caps is what that is. If part of it starts to sink, I mean, it's only going to be a 12 by 16 cabin, so we're not talking a ton of weight. And if something does start to get unlevel or start to sink, it's going to be super easy to jack it up in one corner or whatever and add a few blocks under it. You know, it's not going to be our permanent home. It's just a place to come out for on the weekends until we get the permanent home out here and we get to live out here. That's all. That's what this structure is going to be for. So, just to prove to everybody, all you naysayers who didn't think it was ever going to start, like me, I didn't think it was ever going to start. I've been waiting 6 months to get this going, but it is going. And like I said, tomorrow we're going to come out and level everything up, get all of it, you know, ready and square. And then Saturday we're going to come back out, do the floor joists, put the subfloor in, put all the plywood on the subfloor, get all the 2x4s up here to start framing the exterior walls. That'll be Saturday's project, providing it doesn't rain us out. I mean, you know, we're hit and miss with rain this year. You never know what's going to happen, but this is my only week of vacation I'm going to get, so hopefully we don't have too much trouble tomorrow. You know, I can't plan on doing too much because I don't know how long we're going to get to go without rain. So I just plan on getting a little bit done each time I get out here, and eventually it'll be done. But that, let me get back to it. That, by far, was the hardest labor involved. Because those 6x6, unbelievably heavy. And all that concrete blocks that were down in the bottom part of the barn that we had to bring all that up here to get it going. But yeah, it's starting. We're actually getting it going. So this is our off-grid cabin. Day one. The start. And tomorrow I'll do another video to show you, you know, if we get it all leveled and everything. It's just the two of us out here. There wasn't much opportunity to shoot video. And all it would have been was us just humping blocks and humping beams and trying to measure and, you know, all that kind of, that's all we did. We did manage to get that old deck I built, drug over there, and got it out of the way. And I think what I'm going to do with that, that's going to wind up going behind the cabin. Because I've got a lot more clearing to do back there and over on the side to give a lot more space to it. But that I'm going to drag over behind the cabin, and I'm going to put two 275-gallon water totes on it for my rain collection, and build a little box on it for batteries for the solar system. So that'll be out of sight, you know. I'm not going to bury the tanks. I'm not going to worry about them freezing, because before it freezes, I'm going to drain everything. If we come up here during the winter, we're going to use the wood stove, but we'll bring water with us. I'm not, you know, we're just going to do overnighters, so I'm not worried about having circulating water during the winter. During the summer, I'm going to want it because I'm putting in a little shower so we can at least rinse ourselves off after being out here all day. But that's day one, just getting things in place, and now nobody can change their mind about where it's going. Because I am not moving that stuff again. I'm done moving shit. So, Stay tuned for tomorrow's. That is all. I'm out.